So here are a few signs that indicate you may struggle with verbal self-expression. Number one, which is the most common, is teeth grinding or jaw clenching. So if you are in a restful state and you notice that your jaw is clenched, so if you're lying in bed, sitting at your desk, sitting on the couch, and you're clenching your jaw, and usually we feel a lot of the pressure towards the back of the mouth. If you are jaw clenching, that may indicate that you struggle with self-expression. For me personally, like a lot of people who grind their teeth, I started grinding my teeth at a very young age. And this is because at a young age, we're often told that we don't have a right to speak up, or we may grow up in households where we feel like if we express ourselves, something will happen to us. And so out of fear, we stay silent. Or at a young age, shame enters your body. So perhaps something happened to you, perhaps someone did something to you. And so then at a young age, you were silenced by your shame. And so because of this, you may have started grinding your teeth at night, and this is your body's way of telling you you're struggling to verbally express yourself. A second way that you can know if you struggle with verbal self-expression is if people tell you they can't hear you when you talk. So in college, my best friend would always tell me she couldn't hear me. Like we'd literally be sitting in the car and she'd be like, "What did you say? I can't hear you." Or we'd be in our small dorm room and she'd be like, "I need you to speak up." And so I thought she had issues with hearing, but really it was me. And I didn't know that it was me until I was in a relationship with a guy, and he also said the same thing. He'd be like, "Hey, you need to speak up. I can't hear you." And so people who carry a lot of shame often walk with their head down. We sit with our heads down. We avoid eye contact. Our shoulders are hunched. But a way that comes out verbally is that we don't speak up and we don't speak loudly. So when you are unashamed, when you are confident in what you're saying, when you're able to express yourself in a healthy way, we know that we speak loud enough, we have good eye contact, we speak clearly, and we're not afraid. So our shoulders are up, and it's not as if like we're ready to charge at someone, but we're just confident in ourselves, we're confident in our communication, and we're not afraid to express ourselves or worried about how the other person will feel. And so if you struggle with self-expression, just a simple kind of somatic exercise that you can do is begin to not only practice self-awareness, so look for those moments when you're resting that you may be clenching your jaw, but you can literally take your knuckles and every day just massage your jaw, and start to alleviate some of that pressure, because for many of us who have jaw clenched and grinded our teeth for years, this pressure will tell your body like, "Oh, you're telling us like we can open our mouth, we can speak." And so your body is your first source to tell you what's wrong. And so when we are not aware of how physical signs show up in our bodies, we're not aware of what our body is trying to tell us. And so every morning, something that you can do is simply look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I'm going to express myself today. I'm going to speak up for myself today." And you don't have to like start going on a rampage every day, but just look for the little moments where you can start to express yourself. But first and foremost, you want to practice that self-awareness. Something that I do while I'm in a restful state, if I notice that my jaw is clenched, I try to just sleep with my mouth open, because I'd rather drool on a pillow than wake up with a tight jaw. And so I hope that helps you. Cheers to you on your journey as you're learning how to express yourself better. Peace.